What is up, guys? Equalized Crush here with another video, and today we will be going over all the changes so far in Season 5 in Fortnite Battle Royale. And today we'll be going over stuff like map changes, challenges, and some of the Battle Pass stuff, and we'll be kind of reviewing it, and we'll be giving our personal opinion. And make sure, if you want to, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications to never miss a video, and comment down below your opinion on Season 5 so far. Now, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, the first thing we'll be going over is map changes. So in Season 5, they have added a lot of new places and got rid of some old places. The first new place we'll be talking about is one of the main ones. This place is known as Paradise Palms, and it is currently taking up the bottom right corner of the map, and they have got rid of most of the buildings in that area, including my favorite solo spot, sadly. Another thing that they added is Lazy Links, which is based off of a golf course that also contains golf carts, and it's pretty cool. And they've also added another spot known as the Viking Village.
Around me are familiar faces.
Okay guys, so the next thing we're going over is the competitive Fortnite scene. So basically in Season 5, what they have done is they have made the Summer Skirmish, which has basically the top players in the world going against each other, trying to get the best rank, and you get ranks by wins, kills, and placement. And on the screen, as you see, we have the standings, as iDrop's Bodies got the #1 spot, with #2 going to FaZe Cloak, and #3 at Nick Mercs. There are also some notable names in there, like at #10 spot, Daquan, #6 Typical Gamer, and #14 Ninja. And a big controversy in this was people claiming iDrop's Body was cheating, and because he just came out of nowhere, he wasn't streaming, which was not against the rules. You didn't have to stream the event, and he ended up winning the event fair and square. And this just shows the community needs to accept people win and learn from them, and not have to be mad just because their favorite player didn't win, or like this new guy just won. And Epic has proven that he hasn't cheated in multiple tweets. So that's it for iDrop's Bodies. And 1 like is 1 prayer that the community will stop hating on him, and he will become a top Fortnite player and streamer.
What do you mean?
Well, double pump is gone. RIP.
Around me are familiar faces.
So in Season 5, they recently have brought back Playground version 2. Playground is a game mode where basically you can have up to 3 other friends and go into a lobby with you, and it is basically just only you guys in the game. You can do whatever you want. You can build giant structures. You can face each other like 2v2s, 1v1s, or even 3v1s if you have enough people. And also you can just have fun and practice your building, which is my main reason for playing Playground mode. Season 5's Battle Pass is an 100-tier Battle Pass like the rest, and the first tier for the Battle Pass, the first 2 skins you get for unlocking it, will be the Hunter skin and the Drift skin. Now the Drift skin is interesting because, as you can see, it unlocks new forms at different XP levels, and the max you get is once you get to 200,000 XP, you get the fully upgraded Drift. Now, moving on, I will be going over the emotes and the gliders, not all the spray paints. First, we have the gentleman's dab, which is like a guy bowing. Next, you have the cruiser glider. It's pretty nice. And then you move on to the new items in this game, which are like the toys. So basically what happens, as I show you right here, if you're like the basketball, you can throw the basketball as if you're shooting it. Same thing as with the golf ball and the beach ball. Now, next in the battle pass around this time would be the backpack known as the uplink, which is part of the advanced forces set. And then right after that is the balloon axe, which is as it's called, it's a pickaxe made from like a balloon. Next up we have the lanterns contrail. So as you're falling, this is what you'll see. And we also have the downshift glider, which is really popular. It reminds me a lot of the high octane glider from season 3 that you get from completing the John Wick challenges, but it's a lot more noticeable on the red follower. Next, what you have, the next skin after that is the red line, which basically at the time I'm recording this is the female version of the burnout. So there's the red line. And after that, you move on to the golf ball, which is the same thing as basketball, except you hit it like a golf ball. And there's different places you can use these, like golf balls go to Lazy Links, most likely, and then there's a lot of basketball courts for Retail Row. The soccer field has a basketball court, and as well as Tilted Towers. Another one you get is the lug axe. It looks like it's made out of a bunch of pipes, and personally I do not like it because I feel like the sound is very annoying if you listen to it a couple times. Next up is the first rare emote, which is You're Awesome, which kind of looks like a default dance, but a little bit better, in my opinion. Next up, we have the runic falling trail, which is I like a lot because it kind of looks like, I don't know how to describe it. It just looks really nice. Next up, we have the pool party back bling, which is like this unicorn floaty thing that you have on your back. And right after that, we have the Conquest glider, which is designed after the Viking ship in Viking Mountain by Salty Spring, by Snobby Shores, I mean. Next up, we have the beach ball, which is the same thing. You hit it, it's just the beach ball, like volleyball in a way. Then you move on to the next blue emote, which is calculated, which is just a guy figuring out 2 + 2 = 4 in his head. And next up is Sunstrider, which is one of my favorite skins in this battle pass, and you'll just have to figure out why. But this is like the first epic skin in the battle pass. Next up, we have the glitch in the system. As you see so far, I've just made it to tier 47, which is the girl. But here, it's like a computer, which you kind of figured out. But right under it is the rear guard shield, which is part of the Norse set, which is like a Viking shield. Next up, you have the fancy golf ball, which is just the same thing as the golf ball, but it's colorful. And then you go to swipe it, which is basically the Millie Rock emote that people have been waiting for a while, but I feel like Epic added it a little too late because it's not that popular anymore. But yeah, it's still there and looking nice. Next up, we have the Ice Crystals Contrail. I have actually not seen this one yet somehow, and it looks really nice in my opinion. Next up, we have the Sledgehammer skin, which kind of reminds me of this like military guy, but he kind of also looks like a lumberjack in a way. But he's another purple skin. Next up, we have the fancy beach ball, which is just like I described before, it's the regular beach ball that has some better color to it. And right after that, we move to the splashdown glider, which is basically like a boat, like a mini rescue boat, which I'm guessing would pair up with the lifeguard really well. Next up, we have the TP, aka the toilet paper contrail, where basically someone is falling down and trying to use toilet paper to save them. And right after that, we have the Rook, who's a really nice looking skin, in my opinion. It kind of looks like a principal who would get mad at you for like literally saying bless you when someone sneezes in class. And the next one, we have Fancy Basketball, which is the normal basketball with some better color into it. And this is the Boogie Down Challenge winner, which is Breakdown. Just a nice dance overall. And it's just really clean. I will be excited when I get this one, definitely. Now we're on our last section for the tiers, and we find out our final tier 100 skin this year, or this season, is Ragnarok, part of the Harbinger set, and it is unlockable with XP. As you see, it's new forms. Eventually, when you get to 500,000 XP, that's when you get that final form right there. And a cool thing about this season is with Epic, they are adding it so after the season you can still upgrade your Ragnaroks and your drifts if you don't get the max tier, because the XP will continue on. That is a great thing about the battle pass and a great feature.